Damn, small, almost been a month. Solana's trending. What? For what? Taking a look at Solana on the live stream. So it's been a while since we've made our last update video on Solana. So as you can see, we broke support at 172 to 198, and we came back down and retested 116 and 137 as support. So we do need to redraw our targets as of right now. The next area of support is 117 if we are still going down. However, we do have resistance at 144 to 161, which it looks like we've already attempted to break out, but we've been getting rejected. So again, if you really want to see a follow through with Solana, if you want to see Solana bullish, you do need to see a follow through with price action taking you over 144 and 161. And then from there, we can take a look at the targets on the upside. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. And thank you so much for your support. Sorted by market cap. That's a good idea. Yeah, trending by market cap. That's not a bad idea. Cardano's garbage. Chainlink. Hmm. Taking a look at Chainlink on the live stream. So, unfortunately, Chainlink has broken down below our uptrend. However, you are still technically making higher highs and higher lows on the bigger time frame. Now, just keep in mind for Chainlink, you do have resistance between $14.28 to $16.20. So we can still come back up to those levels, get stuck, and come back down and make a lower low. Just keep in mind, we also have support at $12.54. If this support doesn't hold, which it does look like it's held so long, then you're obviously looking at a bigger move down. I would say around $10 for Chainlink. But as far as the macro time frame goes and the structure, it is still very bullish. I mean, this also did coincide with the 382 from the high to the low. So it came down to the 382, and now you're getting a bounce and you're coming back up to resistance and retesting it. To see Chainlink attempt to be bullish and for any sort of continuation up, you do need to see a follow through and price action take you over this area at $14 and $16. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Slow night tonight. Silver Days, welcome. John Doe. John Doe. BTC has 5 waves down off the pump already. Yeah, BTC needs to break 95. In my opinion, if we don't break it, we are coming back down. It's that simple. But that's what happens. Like when you sell, when I sell like a majority of my altcoins, I'm not like rooting for alts to go to zero, but obviously my money's like on the side and waiting for me to dollar cost average down into like Bitcoin, which is what I want to do. So I want this to go down, but all the technical indicators are also are screaming bear market right now. We're literally probably going to come back down, chop around here, create some sort of bull flag before we fall off the table. And then 70,000 would be the next area. That's just my opinion, though. And I could be wrong, right? You guys are watching me and you're like, oh my God, I'm bullish. Like, you guys are bullish. Yeah, well, we need to break 95,000. We can't keep coming up here and getting rejected. We do need a clear break over 95.2. And then we could say, okay, well, what's going to happen? Are we going to get some sort of rotation into altcoins? Is like, where's Ethereum in all of this? And then just take it case by case. I mean, maybe altcoins, maybe alt season's already started and Luna Classic's like leading it, right? Wow. Yeah, wow. What's up, Smash Toshi? Welcome. Taking a look at Luna Classic on the live stream, making a quick update video. So it does look like it's attempting to break into this area of resistance again. But just keep in mind, as long as you're holding Luna Classic and it's below this box, then it is still bearish. To see any sort of bullish momentum and a continuation up, you really do need to see a follow through and a continuation over 40.95. Right now, you are getting stuck. So we do need to break this area of resistance to invalidate this downtrend, invalidate this lower low, lower high, and attempt to break this downtrend that we've been forming since, I guess, since it went to zero almost. But I'll keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. And thank you so much for your support. Lung so strong. Do you hold some? Nope. I don't hold any Luna Classic. Oh, man. Wow. If only OXT did that, I would get to get out. But it's not like, it's just back to where it was in October or even February. It's not like it's gone anywhere. It's like you held this long, you would have had to buy the bottom to make any sort of profit. But for people that even bought in February of 2025, you're just back to where you started. So, wow, first super chat of the night. I mean, it's so slow right now. So thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Jason Sinkar, I mean, I'm assuming you want me to do Toshi too, so I'll throw that in for you. The 2 for 5 deal, the two for 5 beans, or 5 for 2 beans. Monad, Epic Chain, Mochi, and Toshi. So let's check Toshi first because that's your number 1 coin. Yeah, so for Toshi, nothing's really, nothing's new. So you're just still waiting to break this area of resistance at between 45 and 52. So you're just in the waiting room right now for Toshi. Nothing really happening. I wouldn't be surprised if you woke up tomorrow or like I don't know, overnight, if this thing ends up like pumping to that area. But on the downside, what you don't want to see is getting stuck here and coming back down and forming some sort of a actually, it wouldn't be a bull. Well, actually, yeah, it would be a bull flag, and then making a lower low, coming back down to this uptrend. But that's pretty much it for Toshi. Monad, what's Monad doing? Is it going back up? No. Yeah, so for Monad, just keep in mind, I always say this, be careful with Monad. They just released it on Coinbase. So yeah, so for Monad, you are getting stuck at resistance right now, which is 2 cents 60 to 3 cents. You've been getting stuck here. The problem is that they are diluting the market. So it's a 293 million market cap, but it's 2.7 billion fully diluted. So just be careful. I don't know why they haven't put a token unlock schedule yet, but it is inflationary, and the second they start releasing coins, you might see bigger dips and bigger drops. So just be careful with the Monad. That's all I gotta say. For any sort of continuation up, you need to break 3 cents and stay over it. You can't keep coming back up here, getting stuck and coming all the way back down to bearish territory. You need to get over 3 cents, 3 cents 60, and then we could say, hey, there's a reversal in play, and then we could take a look at the targets on the upside. And then you said Epic Chain. This thing is straight up a gamble, right? Because it's all the way at the low. So yeah, just be careful with Epic Chain because this thing is like sitting on the floor right now. On the shorter time frame, you do have resistance at 77 to $2. So you could still come back up to either of these levels, get stuck, and come back down. Once you break that, then you're in for a reversal. But just keep in mind, you're in a nasty downtrend right now. You're in an even bigger downtrend, but and then once we break that, then we can start taking a look at on the macro time frame. You can see that on the macro time frame, under 97 cents is bearish, so you could still get that move up. But if you're trading it, then that's theoretically when you'd be making profit. But if you're holding it, then you're hoping for that area of resistance to break. And now let's take a look at Mochi. Is this the right Mochi? I'm assuming this is the right Mochi, but yeah, I would assume that this is the right Mochi. So just let me know. Sajin says 3 ads. Whoa, Fed's out tomorrow. Hype until the 18th, 19th December, 2025. Keith says C-Vision didn't like the crunch wrap, gave it a 6 because it cost $7. Yeah, it's funny in the live stream we said it cost $6, but it actually cost $7, and he gave it a 6. I think the chili cheese burrito is still the best. That or the chicken quesadilla. Yeah, I think the problem is that I don't even eat out that much. But what I do know is that the very few times that I've been to Taco Bell in the last 10 years, I would, that's the only thing I would get. So I guess it's a little biased because he's going over there trying all these different meals. So he has like exposure to like all these different things. When for me, it's like, oh, like that's the only thing I get. But like I haven't tried 90% of what he's posted on. So like like the 3-layer burrito, I've never had that, never. Like the cheesy whatever, like the tacos, no, like I haven't had any of the tacos. The only tacos I've ever had were like soft tacos, and that was like 20 years, 25, 30 years ago. Yeah, it was like 30 years ago at this point. And I remember they were how much were tacos? They were like 89 cents. Yeah, the soft tacos were 79 or 89 cents, and the you could get supreme soft tacos, and I remember that was an extra like 25 cents because they added sour cream to it. And I remember I would never get the sour cream. I would just get like 89 cents. And then you go with like 10, you get like 10 with $10. But yeah, it's just like from recent times, I know that the Crunchwrap was the best. So I'm kind of disappointed that he. I'm kind of disappointed that he gave it a 6, but it is what it is. I mean, whatever. Never gonna super chat that fool again. I'm just joking. Can you check flops like OMZKG? Yeah, I can. Truthdale says, I just get here, man. USCR went crazy, man. Now it's holding up for good. Oh yeah, how's that doing for you? I hope you make it, man. You just make sure you sell. Oh, damn. Well, it went down, right? Well, actually, no. I mean, over in the last week, it's up 186%. That's crazy. Awajit group says Mochi. Yeah, so Mochi, it's another gamble. Very small market cap. It's a 60x back up to its all-time high. If you're trading it, then obviously, like, I'll tell you areas of resistance. But if you're holding it, then it doesn't matter. Even if it goes up, you know, even if you're holding it and it goes up back up to resistance, you still have a chance of making, you know, 100% to 235% before you basically fall off the table again, right? So yeah. I come in here and you're already talking about food reviews. No, I was responding to Keith. He said he saw me in Vision's live stream earlier, and I was talking about the Crunchwrap Supreme. But I mean, again, I'm like that's like the only thing I really have ever. If I go there, man, I really want to go to Taco Bell though. That sounds so good. A Crunchwrap Supreme. Welcome everybody, and it's Cryptomia Analysis coming at you with another food review. It didn't go to 31 cents. You mean, are you saying 3 cents? Are you saying 3 cents 10? I think you mean 3 cents 10, right? Yeah, you're saying 3 cents 10. Yeah, man, good for you. Or did you sell or are you holding it? Oh my god, man, this guy's killing it. You're still up 2x. Bro. Like, this thing... Let's see where it is. Remember, yeah, like we talked about that, right? 2 cents 40. Because you're in it down here, so you're up a lot. So yeah, you're up a lot right now. So the last time we looked at it, I must have said that we had resistance. Like if you watch the videos enough, I say the same thing, right? You're stuck in resistance. So if you're still holding it, then you're banking on it breaking this area of resistance. The next target for USCR, UCSR or whatever, yeah, USCR is 5 cents. So just keep in mind the next major move is another 174% from the current price. And if this thing blasts up on out of here, then good for you, because this is probably going to the moon. But keep in mind, this is the first major area of resistance where you are going to get selling, which we obviously did. And then the next step is 5 cents, okay? So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm curious what it's going to be like next week. I hope you make it, man. I really do, because that's at least one of us will make it. At least, you know, not all of us can make it, unless Doge on Mars ends up like somehow reversing right now. Then I'm not gonna make it. My 0.002 bitcoins isn't gonna make me rich. I really do appreciate you, for real, for real. Let's go. Thank you. I'm feeling like BK. I'm feeling BK, dude. I used to love Burger King. The double Whoppers. This was like also years ago. I think, yeah, that would be sick if he does like the... I still think he needs to... I love it though. He needs to. It's like, I'm just going to sit down, shut my mouth, and enjoy the ride. Right? I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. Shut up, Crypto Analysis, you stupid, little, you know, young peanut gallery. Like, these are the things that go in my head, like, at night when I'm sleeping. Peanut gallery, like, shut up. Don't tell me how to run my channel. No, but that'd be sick. I'm only saying that because I want to encourage him. Because who cares? Like he's like, oh, like, you really think I'm gonna go set up a tripod and stuff? Yeah, what the fuck? Do it. What the hell? Like, I don't know what kind of people you have around your life, but bro, like, I'll come with you. Like, I'll record you. What the hell are people gonna say? Yeah, he's eating. And people that are hating on you just never have the balls to, like, ever do anything with their lives like that. And they just, like, bring other people down, you know? It's like, oh, don't do that, don't do that. What are you talking about? I'm making content, I'm making money. Like, do you see those people that, like, make millions and millions of dollars doing food reviews? Why can't he do that? You know, why can't he do that? Me, I'm not gonna go to Taco Bell. I'm not like, oh, well, why don't you do it? Because that's not, like, what I enjoy. I barely, like, eat all day, you know? Like, I'm very, very strict on, like, my diet, so that would never work for me. But I'd make Yu-Gi-Oh content. I should probably make Yu-Gi-Oh content. I should probably get those glasses and live stream, like, playing Magic and playing cards, you know? That's what I do. But then again, I'm not trying to, like, start another YouTube channel. I'll just probably leave it on this one. Oh yeah, Sajin says OM, Mantra. Whatever happened to Mantra? Yeah, man, you don't want to be around people that like, are negative and that, like, put you down. Like, oh, why are you going to do that? Like, you know how many people are going to be looking at you? Yeah, all eyes on me, fool. Tupac, man. Yeah, you want them to look at you. I think that's the point. You're going to make more money on your haters than you are on people that actually support you. Because people that support you will support you with, like, their words. But people that hate you will, like, watch your videos and boost your views and give you ad revenue. Like, yeah, Mantra is... I mean, did it even, like... Yeah, I guess Mantra is sitting on support right now at 6.60. You haven't tagged this area as support right now yet. But just keep in mind that you have support here. This thing got cooked. This is like another Allo short coin, right? And then I'd say bearish under 20 cents, bullish over 42 cents. So just keep in mind for a Mantra, you could still come, unless this is a dead coin, I really don't know. But unless you break 20 cents, it's going to zero. It's going to 6.60. But once you break that, you still have resistance in this area, okay? Which is, at that point, if you're holding it, then you're expecting it to break up on out of here. But at least you'll have the opportunity to sell if we do get some sort of reversal. Thanks. I saw nothing yet for profit. I have other coins. I got like 18K in different coins. Damn, that's smart. Yeah, see, me, I just put, like, I put everything, all my eggs in one basket, and it didn't work out. So, good for you, man. Okay, Jabroni, I think he's just lazy. I like how everyone's like psychoanalyzing. Like everyone's like doctors, like, ah, he's lazy, or he's like, oh, maybe it's a mental condition, or maybe it's this, maybe it's that, maybe, I don't know. Maybe he works. Maybe he actually works for a living, and this is just like his side job. Maybe he does have 5 kids, man. Maybe he actually does like have a family and kids, and we just all think like he's just joking, right? I love your attitude, man. You will make it. Let's go, dude. I hope so. I'm probably not gonna make it with my holdings anymore because I downsized a lot. So what I'm just hoping on is to grow my channel, increase my channel revenue, and basically get more subscribers, which is why I'm going to be doing basically tons and tons of videos on the top 100 coins and just posting that as part of like the next pivot of my channel, being a Bitcoin maxi, but also just like doing the top 100 coin reviews and just like popping out videos like that. Like maybe 5 at a time, you know? The bathroom advice was actually funny because it would work. What bathroom advice? The bathroom? Wait, what did I say? Did I give him advice? He doesn't listen. I mean, why would he? I'm like he doesn't even know me, man. Yeah, he doesn't even know me. He thinks that I give him a chair. And they were like, what? Bro, I read that and I was like, what? Like, actually, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not judging, but that's like, no. Like, no. It would have been different. I think it would have been different if we actually got alt season and we all made a ton of money. I think that would be more like that would incline more of like oh, hey, like now I want to go do stuff, you know? Now I want to go like vacation, or oh, I have like $1 million in the bank, dude. That's like the best feeling. I don't know that feeling, but I'm just assuming. Best feeling ever, where you're like, oh, I could do whatever I want, like. I think alt season, but the other side, you must be more and more every time. I think it's alt season, but on the other side, you may be more and more every single time. You think it's alt season right now? The truth though for 99 cents. Yo, second super chat of the night. Let's go. Heck yeah. The cats are gonna get treats tonight. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see. What's up? What's up, dude? Are you still bear? Yeah, I'm a bear, man. I'm a perma bear. Let's see. Yeah, you want me to be bullish on BTC right now, and I just can't be bullish on BTC. I think that even breaking 95,000 is still bearish in the macro time frame. In order for you to come in here and say, "Hey, are you a bull?" We have to break 106K. Once you break 106K, then I'd say, "Hey, it's BTC's bullish. We're attempting to make a new all-time high," which is why I haven't deleted this yet. So I haven't deleted this box yet, but once we come down to 70K, I'm deleting this, and then all my Bitcoin videos that I don't know if you watch or not, it's just going to be bearish for the next like year or two or whatever. I don't know how long it's going to be, but we're going to be bearish for a year, sideways for a year, and then until the next bull market starts. Maybe longer. I don't know. But that's what I think, Mike. And welcome to live stream. Kevin says SEI. Oh, whoa, truth deal for another 99 cents. Let's go. 298 right now. Thank you. I just finished a study taking medicine for 38K. About to drop more money in crypto, so that's where I get my money from. What you got? Well, dude, what are they like injecting you with? like, are you okay? like, you're not gonna turn into a freaking zombie, right? Oh crap! Like, hey, this guy, like, he's gonna have like freaking rage, or what's that movie? 28 Days Later. Old school, or Land of the Dead. I don't know if you guys are old enough for that, but do you guys remember Land of the Dead? When did that come out? George Romero's Land of the Dead. Um, 2005? Yeah, that's not even that long ago. Yeah, that's 20 years ago. You guys had to have seen that. Yeah, like, like they're like injecting you with like a bunch of stuff. Let's see. ZKJ. We could take a look at that. AVAX and ADA. No, we're still in the bull market. I mean, you can still make money in a bull market. I'm not saying that, but for my sake, I had to downsize because I couldn't lose any more money. I need money to buy Bitcoin for this bear market. Lots of people calling for 70K. We'll see what happens. I mean, look, listen, like we could go to 95K and get some sort of alt season. We can go to 106K and get some sort of alt season. Like it doesn't have to just always go down. But in the bigger picture, like I'm not talking about today, tomorrow, next week, next month. I'm talking about in the bigger picture, I think we're bearish. But again, that doesn't mean that like Luna Classic just got a huge bounce, you know? But Luna Classic isn't in a bull run. It came down how much? Like it just got back up to where it was in February of this year, so 8 months ago. You know what I mean? So I can't really call that bullish. It's just certain coins are going to pump. 28 days later was the best. Yeah, it was. No, I'm good. I had Thai placebo. It was a liquid. Oh, okay. Well, hey man, that's pretty cool. I'm dozing. I'm good. I'm done dosing. I'm good. Good for you, man. That's a lot of money. You have a lot of money to play with now. So I hope you make it. But all it takes is just getting into one good coin and bam, you know, it goes up 10x, or you wake up and it's up 5x, and that's like 150 grand, you know. But you're diversified, right? So, you know, it might take a little bit longer, but it doesn't matter. At least it just takes one of those coins to go up like 20x, which Zcash just did that, right? So it's very possible we see it. We back again from 94K and non 92K. That means we are just about to drop to 88K and continue to 96K. Well, it depends, because you could actually bounce around here for a while. So it just depends. We've already came back down to 83,000 twice now. So you might come down, make a higher low, and like create a bull flag, and that might take a couple weeks, right? It doesn't have to happen overnight. It might actually take a couple weeks, right? Can you take a look at Snack? Yes. Got like 15 different coins. That's pretty good. Bingo says 101 to 106K this week before. Do you think, damn, man, you're so bullish. Bro, 101 to 106K, Bingo. You're insane. If that happens, man, like, that's crazy. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. Next year is going to be wild, though. If you know, you know. Yeah. People underestimate the bear market, man. I'm not underestimating the bear market. I'd rather sell early, miss out on like 50%, 100% pumps, and just be in a right state of mind of being able to dollar cost average down when it really matters. Okay, so what was the coin for Sinbad? Sajin, ZKJ. This coin. Oh my god. Yo, man, this coin is like, I don't know why you're buying this coin. I don't mean to talk like crap or anything like that. Is this, then why is, okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, man, I don't know what happened with this coin, but this coin rugged. It was $2, now it's 4 cents. It seems like they are also releasing coins into the circulation. So it is inflationary. You can see they released coins here on December 15th of 2025 and also here in May of 2025, and then the price absolutely dumped. Obviously this is a gamble play. I don't even know why you want me to look at this, but I will take a look at it for you because you're always here. So it's bearish under 15 cents, bullish over 34 cents, and I'd say if it goes back up to 15 cents, you should probably take your 240% and get out. If you're holding it, because you know, if you're holding it, then you might get a 600% before it basically goes down to zero. So this is all resistance right now. So again, you have the option to come back up here and then make a lower low and basically fall off the table. But that's pretty much it. Aloe, welcome to the live stream. Aloe, sorry, Ari. I saw an A and I immediately thought Aloe. Ari, welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for the membership. Demon's here. Let's go, another member. I'm bullish AF. Yeah, you are. Sajin says, not buying. Oh, okay, good. I was curious about flop coins like ZKG and O. I'm not sure if ZKG was legit. I don't know. I mean, it looks like it's on, I don't know what Binance Alpha is, but it doesn't look like it's on any major exchanges, right? I guess it's on OKX, Gate.io, and KuCoin. So it is on some centralized exchanges, but I mean, the chart doesn't look good, okay? Demon says, what are you expecting tomorrow, Meow, for rate cuts? It's bearish. It's been bearish every single time, Demon. Why would I go against the trend? You know what I absolutely hate? Okay, so like, you know, in when you go to the casino, and you know how when there's like 10 black numbers that are up on the numbers, and then you have that one guy that's like, oh, you know what? The 11th one has to be red. No. Just go with the trend. If you start seeing a bunch of like, you know, black numbers or red numbers come up, you just go with the trend. You know? You never play against the trend. You never play against the trend, you know? So what I think that tomorrow's rate cuts are going to be bearish because everyone thinks that it has to be bullish for some reason. It's a mintable coin. Bingo Bingo says wrong monetary policy conditions for a bear market. QT ended December 1st. The Fed stopped taking money out of the market. Give them some time to turn on the money printers, aka quantitative easing. Yeah, and just because quantitative tightening ended doesn't necessarily mean we're immediately going to turn bullish. Now, what I am bullish on is to see what happens with, next year's tax returns. Apparently, people are going to be getting a lot of money back in taxes, which might actually push retail to come back. In my opinion, if retail is going to come back, that's probably going to be like a catalyst, right? Got a bunch of people getting back huge tax refunds, especially now that they don't have to pay taxes on the qualified overtime rates. Remember, it has to be qualified, like it has to be like confirmed. Not all overtime is exempt, so it has to be on the qualified amounts. But anyway, I think that could be a catalyst to getting some sort of big return for. Especially for meme coins. Like maybe we get Doge back up to like 30 cents or something. That would be nice. Dogelon goes up. I take my money out and never look back. I keep my money in my savings to buy Bitcoin. That would be the greatest. Are you bullish or it's going down like every rate? Yeah, it's going down in my opinion. Alice says this guy. ETH went up today and went down. Yeah, like Bitcoin. Why would it go down unless Powell's tone is hawkish? If it's neutral, dovish, small pump. If it's full on dovish, pump. No, man. Bingo, bango. The trend is reversing. No, yeah, that's what the guy that bets red is, huh? We'll see though. I mean, we'll see. Maybe we got the pump going into. Oh no. That's crazy. Yeah, maybe we got the pump going into the Fed meeting, and then basically now we're going to go back down. We're going to get the Fed dump tomorrow. You're going to start printing soon. Fake pump. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And those checks are coming coming on March. Wait, you guys can't even see my Christmas tree. What the heck? Hey, you want to go on your Christmas tree? Damn. Can't believe I spent $60 on this and you guys can't even see the Christmas tree. Fake pump. BOJ carry trade will send it back down next week, January 15. MSCI, things will start moving again. Watch and learn. I love it. I love it. I love it. Fake pump. All people in then major move to the downside. Yeah, this is like basically the fake pump that's getting everybody excited because they know that there's going to be a rate cut tomorrow. And when the rate cut comes, it's going to be the same playbook, sending it back down to the shadow realm. Them $2,000 checks in March. I don't think that's what we're getting right now. I'm just talking about tax return. I'm not talking about the stimulus checks. I don't even think that's not even confirmed yet. That's not 100%. Like, it's not even signed in yet. You know, I'm not going to count on it. It just depends if they're going to pass it. Maybe I think that they'll pass it if they ever meet with the Democrats about the subsidies for healthcare. Because they basically said that they would talk about it, but then the Democrats didn't. The Democrats basically didn't stay firm on the healthcare subsidies, and that's why people are saying that they folded. So I think that maybe Trump will try to use that and say, "Hey, like, we'll go forward with the subsidies." But you guys have to push through the $2,000 stimulus checks, like the tariff checks, which might, I don't know actually. I really don't know how that's going to play out. What the hell is that? What state do you live in? I live in California, but I'm not going to tell you where. I really want to move to Florida though. So maybe in the future it will be Florida. Hopefully end of next year will be Florida. Hopefully by 2027 we'll be in Florida. Demon says Orange Dude told Powell he wants his rate cut and Powell knows that's leaving. That's his leaving next year. Sage says the question is, will there be fourth rate cut? Christmas looks exciting, both good and bad. Truth says Kansas City, Missouri. Bingo says it's quite simple. Pay attention to what's going on. TA is great for targeting entries and exits in those levels. 90% chance of rate cuts, 90% chance rate hike next week from BOJ. Gonna whipsaw through the end of the year. I'm telling you, next year is where you make your money if you can hold on and play the volatility correctly. Man, Bingo Bango's a max bull here, man. Bingo Bango is so bullish. Dude, Bingo Bango, you need to start a live stream with me because you are just way too bullish, man. I feel like you're getting me excited. I feel like you're making me feel like I'm going to miss out on the bull run. Crown says, what's your race? None of your business. The Truth Thrill says, I need a hot dog. I need a hot dog. I need a hot state. It's cold here. Yeah. You're in Kansas City. You're in Missouri, man. You need to move to either Florida or California. Or Nevada. No, move to Nevada. Hey. Hold on, my cat's trying to get into food. Hey. Hey. No. Can't do that. Okay? You can't do that, okay? Alright. Why Florida? Why not Texas? Let me guess. You live in Texas. Hold some Luna Classic and you'll be Lambo next year's. I can't buy Luna Classic because I don't have anywhere that I could buy Luna Classic. I wouldn't buy Luna Classic anyway, especially now that it's up. Why would I buy now? When the F is Toshi gonna run? What's up, Carrion? I don't know, but we're just waiting. Toshi's in the waiting right now. It's literally like coiling up right now. So you're either gonna get a break into this box or you're gonna come back down and retest 3034. Hey, no. Hey. Okay, there we go. I think she just wants me to like play with her. Yeah, that's what. Actually, you know what? That's what I'm gonna pivot my channel into. Imagine, Vision has his food review channel, and I'm gonna have like a, what do you call it? Like a channel, like a cat, play with my cat channel, or I don't know what do you call that? Like they have to have that. There has to be channels where you just like play with cats all day. Hey, what's on your fur? Okay. So, let's see. Arizona? Yeah, Nevada or Arizona. I've done my homework and I learned so much. I could, the last 2 years is all I'm confident with what I'm seeing. Well, man, I hope I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for everyone who thinks it's bullish because that means that Dogelon Mars is going up. That means that, you know what I mean? I make money. The channel revenue goes up. People are going to be more excited to super chat. So I want it to go up because it's better for the channel. It's better for me, Sage says, I live in England. I'm not sure I told you this previously, combo. No, you didn't, but also, like, I'm not going to really remember, like, where everybody lives and stuff, So, Crypto Meow, just basically never take a risk. Oh, I've taken risks. It's just never played out the way that I've wanted to. So, I'm going to play it a little bit more smart this next cycle and basically minimize my risk. But I'm not saying don't take risks. I still have 4 zeros Luna. Rasu says all-time high is 130. Let him try. Let's go 50. Can you check Cock Inu and XAI thinks? Yeah, we could take it. Rasu, what are you talking about? What coin are you talking about? Is that a bot? Let's see. Oh, you're talking about Luna Classic, I think. Cock Inu. I haven't looked at Cock Inu since Matthew Dropco. Yeah, so for Cock Inu, we're just waiting for a breakout right now. So it looks like we have established a floor here, and we're getting some sort of reversal. Just keep in mind, you're still bearish under 6:41. That's a pretty big move from the current price, 72.45%. So if you're holding it, you just need to break this area of resistance. But if you're trading it, then theoretically that's where traders are going to be taking profits. Carrion says, my opinion is there going to be no rhyme or reason for the next rally. Everyone is trying to guess based off previous years or based on politics, and we're all going to be shocked. I just go based off the indicators. I'm not going, I'm just going based off previous data and previous indicators. So, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't have to, I'm not all in anymore, so it really doesn't matter for me. For me, I got my 0.002 Bitcoins. For me, I have this. And so this is what I have right here. And for me, I have my Dogelon, and that's my gamble money. So if I make it, then I make it with Dogelon. If not, then, I don't make it. It's fine. Or if I miss the bull run, then I miss the bull run. I highly doubt that I'm going to miss it because I have because I still have my Dogelon. Like, if the market goes up, Dogelon is going to go up. So I'm not even worried about it. Everything will go up soon. 7 trillion coming on the market cap. Rasu says, I don't care if it drops. Bingo Bingo says, you'll be shocked. I won't. Nothing more than not monetary policy. Yeah, but what about if we start going straight down from here? Like, are you going to be like, oh, I was wrong? So, Bingo Bingo, what if we go straight down from here and we never break 95K? Are you going to come in here and be like, wow, Crypto Meow Analysis, you were right? Even if you say that, I'm still going to be like, it was never about being right or wrong. It was just our opinions, right? So, Awajit Group, Jeet Group, do Quan well return the money for Luna Classic again? Then you'll be a billionaire. Oh, he's going to return the money for Luna Classic? Where is Matthew? I don't know. He's probably working out. He's probably getting his cardio in. Yeah, what was it? You said Cocky Noon XAI. Yeah, let's check XAI. Yeah, wow, we never broke out. We just broke down. Look at that. So the last time I looked at XAI, we were here and we never got a breakout. So just be careful. This thing looks like it's going to zero. So you might get one move up and opportunity to sell. Keep in mind the same thing follows now. So if we put in a bottom, we might get a reversal. It's still bearish under 4 cents 20. This is very, very, very bearish. So you could still come back up to this area or even this area and get stuck and come back down, make a lower low. Once you break this area, then I'd say to the moon. To the moon. Carrion says, sorry, I was on my way back in the stream. Didn't realize how much I needed to fast forward. I hate when that happens. No worries. Oh, Matthew Dropco's in the house. We were just speaking about you. People were like, where's the Cock Inu bowl? And I let them know that you were working out because you work out after work. I did chest and triceps today. Let's go. Freaking gonna be super sore later. Sage says, last one, flog. Flog. I like saying that. Yeah, hey. Bingo Bingo, what if I'm right? What do I get if I'm right? If this thing ends up like going back down and like breaking below 83 and getting to 70, what like, and we get the rate cuts and you think that you were right, what do I get? I'm assuming it's fog on Sol, right? Yeah, so you already came up and retested this as resistance. So our chart doesn't need to change. You're still bearish under 1 cent 90, bullish over 3 cents 90. But if you bought the bottom and you sold it here, you made 200%. Wow, that's a really big move up. So be careful because you could still come back down and then break down. So you might get something like this if it's still bearish and then break down. But to be bullish, you do need to break this downtrend and break this area of resistance at between 1 cent 90 and 3 cents 90. And that's pretty much it. Bartizan, let's go. We got the Caspa. We got the Caspa whale in the house. Let's go. Anything Caspa related? Ask Mr. Bartizan. Excuse me. Matthew Jocko says, I was at American Legion. Always at American Legion. With mom after the workout. Let's go. Abs, chest, legs, and shoulders. Wow, you hit a lot of muscle groups in one. But yeah, you might do that. You might work out like that. Right now, I do like 2 muscle groups, like obviously chest, triceps, biceps, back, and stuff. But there was like in the past, I have done like full body workouts like throughout, but it's like very long. Those workouts take very long time. Also, depending on how many reps and sets you're doing. I heard that if you for your triceps, there's a machine, and if you hold, no, I'm just joking. I don't even know how to draw it. Let's see. Some dude on TikTok is pumping Desolin AI. Can you tell me what the heck that is? Gasoline? What is that? Desolene? Sounds like some sort of yeah, dude, I don't know what this is, man. This is basically like stay the hell away from it. Like, what is this? 4.8K market cap. Oh, I guess it's this, huh? Be ready for 87K. We are dropping. Something would have to be seriously break for me to be wrong. Oh, I'm fully anticipating mid-70s. I'm telling you, we go up this week. I know you're telling me that, and I'm saying that no shot. I'm telling you, no shot. We're going back up. Potential, and then we go back down. All season doesn't start until alt season. Alt season doesn't start until next year. I wish that that was the truth. I don't know, but my money is not on that. So if I'm wrong, then I'm missing out on more gains that I could have. But I'm also minimizing my risk. What's up, Harlem Fashion? I'll take a look at Turbo for you in a second. Bartizan says, "Oh yeah, not to chill too hard today, but just chilling." Y'all heard enough for a bit. Well, we always have new people in here, so you can feel free to chill all you want, man. There's a couple other people that in here that also hold Caspa and like the coin. So now we wait next year for alt season. Yeah, it was supposed to be January, then June, and then what, like third quarter. Oh, we just got all-time high in October for Bitcoin. It has to be alt season now. Yeah, we'll take a look at Turbo Holland Fashion. I'm just going to have to start being quiet and watch the disbelief. No, you don't have to be quiet. You don't have to have everybody agree with you, Bingo Bingo. We can have differences, you know? And it's okay. You can say it's going to the moon. Trust me, that I want that. I want the coin to go up because I get more money. But I'm also in a position where I had to sell a lot of my holdings because I don't think that we're going up this weekend. I don't think that we're going up. I think that we're about to basically fall off the table. Turbo for Harlem. Yeah, so Turbo already had a retracement, so just keep in mind for Turbo, we did get stuck at resistance. Resistance is 202 to 2034. So like what we always say, if you bought the low and if you bought the dip, you had the opportunity to sell for 113% profit. The good thing is that we didn't come back down to the low. We are still maintaining some sort of structure. And on the shorter time frame, I guess I would say, as long as it stays over 202, then you still have a shot at a continuation up. But really, if you're holding it, you need to break 25 to 34. As long as you break that, then I'd say 59's in play and then to the moon. But if we don't break this area of resistance, just like Bitcoin, then we are going to break down and come back down to these lows. So full disclosure. Alice says, "Nah, you want it to go to 20K? Yeah, so Vision can send me $1,000. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait to, like, when he sends that to me, I'm gonna go to ATM. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna smell the money. The sweet smell of victory. Uh, no, I don't want it to go to 20K. But if it goes to 20K, I guarantee you that me and everybody in this chat is gonna take out a loan and buy Bitcoin. Oh, Carrion is agreeing with you. I think we need a new poll. I think we need a new poll. Let's see who agrees with who. Will Bitcoin break over 100K? Like Bingo says, or no? It's not based on a mythical 4-year cycle or hopium. I lost all my money on Elon. Yeah, me too, man. You just got to play the game. At least I had a nice move up, but luckily I sold that 100 billion at 62. So, I mean, technically part of me is like, oh, I wish it keeps going up for my other 100 billion. But part of me is like, oh, I wish it never goes back up there because I had a whole another 100 billion. So that means that I missed out. It's simple. The business cycle bans this are new. Please shut up. The business cycle is not real. Whoa. Everybody just calm down. Everybody relax. Everybody relax. No need for name calling. We're all in this together. We all want to make money. We're all trying to make it. ETH will do bits. I'm only here because I look for coins that are under the radar, and to get Meow's opinion, I want everyone to win, not here to shill. I want everyone to win too, because think about it from my perspective. The views go up. You guys get happy, and you send me like $10, $20 super chats. Like, I get a lot more ad revenue. More people come there. I get more concurrent viewers than the 20 to 40 that we normally get. Like, huge. Van says rate cuts are guaranteed bearish, as Meow saying. I think so. It has been. If I feel like we pumped in anticipation of tomorrow's rate cuts, but we're going into the rate cuts. We're going to dump. So that's what's happened, and that's what, like, why would I go against that? Right? Why would I say, oh, like all of a sudden it's changed? So like, yeah, we had a nice pump, but we're like, are we gonna have a continuation up, or are we gonna turn bearish when they announce another 0.25% rate cut? Noob thinking is magically does the same thing over and over your G's. Look at the previous cycles. How are they lined up with your 4-year cycle? Based on Mines and Meow's bet, I expect it to drop on the 18th and 19th, 2025. There will be a rise from now until then. Watch, it's going to dump until the 18th and 19th, and then we're going to go up from there. We're going to get some sort of bounce from there. Karen says, I think I'd just rather live with a little bit more optimistic than the cloud of negativity. Trends are important, I get, but this year is unlike any before. No one knows what's coming next. That's true. So we all have to plan our portfolio based on how we see it. So when everyone comes in here and is like, hey, like, where is Elon going? It's like, hey, this thing is bearish. I have Elon. I'd be like, hey, this is bearish. And just FYI, if you get a pump, like if you're buying now in hopes to get a trade in, maybe take profits at 7.094 to 6.013, because clearly those are not only coincide with the macro areas of resistance, but that's a resistance, and those are really big moves up from the low. So that's what we look at, just targets to sell at and targets to take profits at. But the problem is we never got that because all of our coins are sitting on the bottom right now, and they just keep making lower lows. So I was making, like, the channel revenue was great here when we were going up, and the channel revenue was great here. But in between, it dies because nobody's excited because we stopped going up. So it kind of sucks. So that's how I base it too, where it's like, oh man, like it's horrible. And you will be screwed because the business cycle is going down too. Only AI is carrying the stocks. Dude, it's such a big bubble, man. Just wait until the AI bubble pops. Rate cuts on bad news is obviously bearish. On good news is positive. QT ended. We're going to pump and then dump on the 18th and 19th of December. Ban says QE has not begun. Exact rate cut plus QT ending bullish. BOJ rate hike 17. Matthew Dropko says as Ringer question that he has to answer, and it dumps. As Ringer question that he has to answer, and it dumps. Oh, never mind, everyone. We're going to the moon. I take it back. We're bullish. Let's go. Oh my god, look at it fly. Look at it go. Let's Google this. Has QE started? No, quantitative easing has not started. In fact, the U.S. Federal Reserve just ended quantitative tightening in December of 2025, meaning they stopped shrinking their balance sheet. They haven't begun expanding it again with QE yet, though some market speculation suggests it might be considered later depending on economic conditions. The Fed's focus shifted from pandemic QE starting in 2020 to QT starting mid-2022 to combat inflation. And now with QT ending, they're watching for signs to potentially reintroduce easing, but it's not active right now. So there we go. I just basically fact checked it. Matthew Dropper says, you missed my prior part, what I said. That was the second part? Bro, what the... Is it like deleting your messages? Because I see abs, chest, legs, and I don't see anything until as ringer. Hold on, let me see. Let me see like all chat. Live all chat. Okay. Alright, hold on, let me see. Okay, now it's showing up. Yeah, normally they dump overnight. Another can buy low again. They make the rate cut, then it pumps, and then dump on our heads within 15 minutes. Yeah, so yeah, Matthew Dropko agrees with me. Then make the rate cut, then it pumps, and then it dumps on our heads within 15 minutes. Or if it holds, then Powell speaks. Some jabronis asks as ringer question that he has to answer, and it dumps. I think you're saying it's gonna dump, but I don't know. I think you're saying it's gonna dump going into the Fed meeting, and that's why we're getting a pump right now. But I might be wrong. QE is not started, blah, blah, blah. Exact next year QE alt season. How can I spell things out clear? Besides, you'd have to actually invest in actual utility projects, not shitcoins, to actually make money. Hey, you could still make money. I made a lot of money in Shiba Inu last cycle. You can still make money on meme coins. Oh, pack your bags. It's going back down. Pack your bags. We're going back down. Oh my god. We got 70% of the chat saying Bitcoin will break over 100,000 next week. Really, a lot of bulls in here. Maybe it's pre-pump and dumping, so they don't have to do it for tomorrow. I think we're definitely getting a dump going into tomorrow, man. It is not a question in my mind. However, I could be wrong, so don't take my word for it. But I'm playing my portfolio based off of that, and I have since the last time I sold, which was like Elon at 62. 100 billion Elon at 62. When was that? It was like, it was here. Yeah, it was here. It was here. It was like $6,200. And then it went down. So, as of November, yeah, November 10th. Definitely going down, noobs. Long in the bear market. Top 94K. This week, next week down. This week up, next week down. Chop until the beginning of the year, then up. Dude, if that's the case, that would be great, man. Do you know how good that would be for the channel if we started off the year as it going up? Sajin says it will break, but it will be imminent dump by next. It will pump tomorrow. Meow. Also, what is your cat's name? Which one? Which one do you want to know? I'll give you their nicknames. I'll give you their nicknames. Noob still thinking it's some mythical 4-year cycle. BTC is undersold. We have to go up. I mean, we already did. We just went to 94. We just went to like 95,000. We just hit. Like, we just almost hit the next area of resistance, which is 95,000. We already went up. But I think by tomorrow, we're going to be somewhere here. We're going to be back. We're going to get smacked back down in the purple box. I think by tomorrow, we're going to be back in the purple box, okay? Bingo, bingo. But whatever, man. I hope it goes up because, again, that's better for me. I thought has one and not more than one is A for asteroid. What? That's not even a coin. It's okay, we're almost there. Yeah. Like, what is this thing, dude? Like, is this thing ever actually going to go back up to its all-time highs? Probably not. It's only 27% diluted, and they're already diluting it. Look at that. Do you see that? Guys, do you see this? This thing is 3.23 billion, and the price is $1.37, and then it was 3.37 billion here, and the price was $2. So they're already releasing coins on this thing. You can kind of see it. That's insane, man. Coinbase needs to get sued, man. I'm always saying that. Sage says, no, it's not a coin. There's an influence cat's name, A for... Oh, okay. There's an influencer's cat's name, A for asteroid. That's funny. So, for the orange cat, we call it Cheese Noodle. And the white one for nicknames. These are nicknames. We call her Snowball. We call her Snow, like a little snowball, because she's white. And then Cheese Noodle, we call our cat Cheese Noodle because someone called him Cheese Noodle once, and it just basically stuck in our minds. And now we just call him Cheese Noodle. But that's not his name. Oh my god, LTC, please. Yes, let's go. Yeah, for Litecoin, I mean, it's not really doing anything. You're just still going sideways right now. You are still stuck in macro resistance. So again, I hope that we get a move up. We are curling up on the moving average, and the RSI is it's more towards oversold than neutral. So I want to say $99 needs to break. Once that breaks, then 172 is in play for the next higher high. But anything under $70 is probably when I'm going to buy, and it is bearish. So yeah, you're just in the waiting room right now for Litecoin. Maybe it pulls a Zcash, but I don't really know. I see the market setting us up to run later. I would be buying like I am with Ethereum. Haven't ran yet. All the FUD is hilarious. We're close to the bottom, but not quite. Pump the way down. 75, 76K bottom. Oh my god, you think that 75K is the bottom for Bitcoin? Yo, that's crazy if you think that. Give me a second. Hey. Cat was clawing at something. I babysat an adopted cat for a year once named Biscoff. I called him Biscuit. Oh yeah, that's another nickname. Affectionate cat with dog's personality. Absolutely unique. You should get a cat, man. The thing is, there's no such thing as a 4-year cycle. It's the business cycle, which in BTC's lifespan has been 4 years. Pandemic threw it off slightly. Yep, 75K is the rise, say my real source says. Bro. Well, let me tell you something. BTC's gonna break right through 75K, man. I'm gonna have to disagree with 75K bottom. I think we're gonna bottom somewhere like down here, like between the 20s and 30s. Just when you think it can't go any lower, it goes lower. That's my opinion. What's KeyCat doing? Taking a look at KeyCat on the live stream. So we have to redraw our targets for KeyCat because unfortunately we broke down even lower. So on the shorter time frame for KeyCat, you did come up and retest this area as resistance already. So keep in mind, if you're holding it, then you need to see a continuation up and a breakthrough that will take price action over 2.014 and 2.019. However, if you're trading it, this is theoretically where traders are going to be taking profits, which already they have at the 236 resistance, an area of resistance here. So again, you need a breakout for continuation up for holders. But if you don't get that, then most likely we are going to come back down and retest this low before we either double bottom, consolidate, or we break down. But so far, so good. I mean, what we really want to see is buying pressure coming back in and pushing the price at least into resistance. And as long as we can consolidate in this area, then we could look forward to the next move being to the upside. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you so much for your support. Yeah, going back to making videos on the live stream. Pepe is crazy, doing like 4,000% bounce. No way. What? No. You tricked me, man. You tricked me. Taking a look at Pepe on the live stream. So nothing's changed with Pepe right now. We are still establishing a floor here. It does look like we are attempting to create some sort of uptrend. Keep in mind, if you're holding Pepe, Pepe does need to break 55 to 67. Clearly, we have it boxed here. This is an area of resistance, meaning we can come back up here and get stuck, and this is where traders are going to be taking profits. However, if you're holding it, what you really want is a break through this area of resistance, and then the price should send you back up to around 5095, and then we'll have to reevaluate from there, because you can see that closely coincides with this downtrend. So it does hit the downtrend. So not only is it resistance as far as the 618, but you're also going to be retesting this downtrend, which is going to determine whether we're going to continue up or we got rejected and basically come all the way back down. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for the support. Using USCR to get into other coins. Yeah, when it runs. And Pandora check. Pandora, check that coin out. Pandora. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and help me get subscribers. Oh my god, man. What is this? Thing went all the way down though. It was I got $20,000. Are you gambling on this coin? If you're buying right now, that's crazy. Yeah, it's like a 70x back up to its all-time high. Bearish under $1,000. 165% pump from the current price. Why would the market go down when the Fed's stopped pulling liquidity and are preparing to inject liquidity? Makes literally no sense. Have fun with your feelings and 4-year cycle. More to it than that, and TA is a useful tool, not the whole picture. Yeah, I think it's a good useful tool. Like, especially like for someone like me that's like just dollar cost averaging down and accumulating, I think that TA is the best tool for me, because I get to openly say, hey, like, I bought here and this is the reason why. I bought because we were extremely oversold on the RSI. The price was at support levels, and we got a massive dip and we were in extreme fear. So there's a lot of stuff that I use to determine and making content with buying my 0.002 Bitcoin, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing on the way down. So in short, I got into Pippin. Can you take a look? I'm looking at 2 cents target price. Pippin. What is that? Like some sort of meme coin? Assuming it's a meme coin. I got short into it. Can you take a look? That's Yeah, you already made a higher high. Target price 16 cents 38. What did you put? I'm looking at 24 cents and 14 cents. I mean, hold on. Yeah, I guess if you pull it from here, from prior to the move, you're looking at 23 cents and 26 cents. Anything below that, you're probably going to get sent back down to 16 cents. So that's what I think. That's what I think with Scottie Pippen. I got in at $200. It went to 323K last year. Oh my god. And you didn't sell? Smasher said Meow's about to go fully take over my subscription feed again. Oh yeah, everybody, please subscribe, please. Please help me get to 100,000 subscribers. I got into Pandora at $200, went to 33K last year. Oh, so not 323K. Okay. That's what I was like, yeah. I saw it, but now, did you hold it? Did you round trip? Boulder says, can you take a look at DGen? DGen's not doing anything, man. It's literally like you're just in the waiting room. Yeah, for DGen, you're just like, you're in the waiting room. And remember, the box is resistance. So we've had this chart drawn out, and like we'd look at every single coin. You bottom tier, you're getting a reversal. You have resistance at 63 to 110% pump from the bottom, which you're already attempting to break into. So obviously with a continuation up, if you're holding it, you need to break this area. And even then, you're still macro bearish under 2029. So you could still come back up here and still get rejected, make a lower high and validate a downtrend. So you have a lot of resistance to break. And if you're trading it, then theoretically this purple box is where you're going to be starting to take profits. Bingo says, and that's what TA is for entry next target, but you still need to know what you're investing in unless you're swinging, shorting. I know what I'm investing in. Bitcoin. I know what I'm investing in. I'm being conservative with my target price 1. Yeah, that's fine. 14 cents isn't conservative. I'd say 16 cents is a little bit more conservative. Like 16 cents 90. That's still pretty good profit. Bingo says, anyway, would you look at Bob build on Bitcoin and swing on it? Yeah. Let's see. I'm assuming that's it, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is your coin. So, really not much I can work with here, right? 38 million fully diluted, 10 billion max supply. I'm not a fan already. So, I guess using the wick at where it came out at, just keep in mind you already had a 618 retracement. So if you caught me at this sell-off, I would have said that, right? Like we always say, you have resistance here. Once you break that 618 retracement is in play, you would have had, so I don't know where you bought, but you would have had 176% pump. You came back down and now you're retesting this area of resistance as support. Technically, you're still making a higher high and higher low. So for it to see a continuation, you need to break 1 cent 90. What you don't want to see is maybe wicking and coming back up to 2 cents 30, making a lower high, validating a downtrend and getting stuck and pushed back into this box, because the next stop is going to be breaking below 1 cent 50 and breaking down and making a lower low. Okay, so if you're trading it, then obviously you're looking at 1 cent 90 and 2 cents 30. If you're holding it, you obviously need to come back up Double top breakout should send you back up to 5 cents. And then a breakout should send you to the moon. But that's pretty much it for a build on Bitcoin. That's a typo. I meant 33K. Got it. No, I just got in last month. 212 was a low, so I'm good. Up on it. Didn't buy the highest. Good for you. Exactly what you should do. You should always buy the lows and never, like, if you're buying Dojo on Mars, this is like when I should have bought, but I didn't even heed my own advice because I didn't know. I thought like when you take this whole section, I was about to show you like with my finger. That's funny. But if you take this section off, doesn't it seem like it's bottomed? Who would have known you would have went down here? You know, that I didn't know that. But looking back, it's like, oh, you did that. You know, you went, you built, you bought the bottom, but it just fell out. So, you know, just words of advice and, you know, food for thought. You might be there too. So you might actually get a retracement, okay? So you might actually come up, right? And you might retest, you know, you might come up and do the same thing that it did, right? You might actually get to $1,000 or $800, right? And then get stuck and come back down, do exactly what it did, and then basically break down and make lower lows. That's where I'm at, where I'm in complete disbelief that it actually broke the lows. But you did technically buy low here. So if you don't take profits, then you're hoping for this thing just to go back up to its all-time high. But 9 out of 10 times it doesn't. So just be careful. I'm up on most of my coins and heavy everything last month, October, so I'm up. Let's go. Buying the bottom. That's good. Buying the red to get ahead. Bingo Bingo says, I'm just swinging it. Buy the bottom, sell the tops. Do it. I know. I just been swinging the shit out of it. Buy low, sell high. Exactly. Don't do the other way around. We've been live for an hour and a half now. Not bad. All right. Not bad. I got 3 super chats tonight, which is very slow, but nonetheless, I do appreciate it. Hey, I think I'm going to call it, though. I got to, you know, it's getting late, I guess. I got to upload these videos that I made. So I think we're going to call it here. I'll be live again tomorrow around the same time. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, so I could get to 10,000 subscribers by tomorrow. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and this is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. Have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow at work or whatever you guys are doing, and I'll see everybody in the next